Hello, and welcome to Dishing the Dead. I'm Sloane Periwinkle, and this week we are talking to famous artists who suffer from depression. Today, I have Vincent Van Gogh with me. Welcome, Vincent. What an honor it is to have you here with us today. So glad you could join.
Well, my days have been free since about 1890, Sloane.
Yes, one's schedule does free up quite a bit after they die. Now tell me, your work and talent was never really appreciated when you were alive, was it?
No, it wasn't.
And how did you deal with being such a failure?
Well, it was frustrating. I was so talented and no one realized it. I worked so hard. I was depressed. Wouldn't you be? I was living off of my brother. He paid for everything. I created over 900 pieces of art in 10 years. And you know how many I sold? One. I felt like such a failure. What was the point of living if I didn't have anything to live for? So I guess I didn't handle it too well. I killed myself now, didn't I?
Yes, you did. And after you did, your brother Theo took it quite hard, didn't he?
Oh, Theo, he was such a sweetie. Paid all my bills. Just let me be a free spirit and do my art. And his lovely wife, Joanna, they were my true angels. I miss them dearly. I was with Theo until I died. He stayed with me. It was such a nice thing.
Now, you had been suffering from depression for quite some time. Your art wasn't appreciated, and I guess you could say you hit a breaking point, and you cut off your own ear. Now, do you regret that at all? It is your ear.
Well, yes. It was a little irrational, I guess, looking back on it. Me and another artist, Gauguin, got into a little argument. He was such an idiot about art. That's what we were fighting about. He had no idea what he was talking about. It just infuriated me. And art is such a gift, such a marvelous thing. So obviously he shouldn't be around it. Everyone said I stalked him. But that's such a harsh word. I would say followed, but stalking, it makes me sound creepy. I'm not like that at all. So, I had a razor with me, and I guess out of spontaneity, I cut off my own ear. And, everything was just blown so out of proportion. It wasn't my whole ear. It was just half of my ear. My head would be lopsided if I had cut off my whole ear. Duh. And so I I gave it to a lovely alcoholic prostitute and told her to keep it carefully. Obviously keep it carefully. That was my ear I was talking about. I was just so sad that Gauguin, he was my friend. He was really my friend, and I didn't know what to do. My hat's a little falling off.
Well, let's talk about your death. And I'm so sorry if this upsets you. But viewers want to know, why?
Well, I had been in and out of asylums for a couple of years, depressed for a while. I didn't have an ear, which made me look like a freak. My art wasn't appreciated for how great it was. I just felt like such a failure. Theo was always trying to uplift me, but it never worked. I didn't know what to do. What would you have done in my situation?
Well, not kill myself.
Well, you can say that now, but you didn't know what it was like. You have a great job interviewing dead folks like me. I had nothing, absolutely nothing, and everyone thought I was crazy, absolutely bonkers. That was very hard to deal with.
Would you be surprised to know that after your death, you actually became quite famous, and the painting Starry Night was very popular, and the portrait of the Doctor sold for $82.5 million.
Well, that's just my luck. I gotta die to get appreciated. But it's such a shame that people didn't realize my talent when I was alive. The Starry Night painting, I did that in Salem, and that I was staying in. And the portrait of the Doctor, $82.5 million. In my opinion, my work is still underappreciated. That is a priceless work of art right there.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. It's been such an honor, and thank you for joining us on Dishing the Dead. Next week, Amelia Earhart. Where did she go?
What's your name?
Sloane Periwinkle.
Okay.
Would you be surprised to know that after your death, you actually became quite famous, and your painting of the Starry Night was very popular, and the portrait of the Doctor sold for $82.5 million.
Well, that's wonderful. It's a shame I had to die for people to realize how talented I was, to appreciate the gift I had. The painting Starry Night I did that in an asylum that I was staying in. And the portrait of the Doctor, if you ask my opinion, my work is still underappreciated. $82.5 million. I mean, that was a worthless piece of art. When?
Do you mean priceless?
Yeah.
What did I say?
What about that? No.
Would you be surprised to know that after your death, you actually became quite famous, and your painting of Starry Night was very popular?
Well, you suck as an interviewer.
Okay.
And again.
Okay, we're so almost done. Okay. Would you be surprised to know that after your death, you actually became quite famous, and your Starry Night painting? Hello, and welcome to Dishing the Dead. This week, we're doing a special on famous artists who suffer from depression, and today, I'm talking with Vincent van Gogh. So, welcome, Vincent. What an honor it is to have us here with us, and honor it is to have you here with us today. So glad you could join us.
Yes, well, my days have been pretty free since about 1890, so I was glad to receive your call.
Well, yes, one's schedule does open up quite a bit after they die.
Haha.
Now tell me, when you were alive, your work and talent was underappreciated, wasn't it?
Yes, it was frustrating. I mean, I was such a talented artist, and no one saw that. I worked so hard, and I was depressed. Wouldn't you be? I mean, I worked so hard, I made no money. I was living off of my brother. In 10 years, I made 900 pieces of art, and guess how many I sold? One bloody piece of art. I mean, I was a failure. What was the point of living if I had nothing to live for? So I guess I didn't handle it too well now, did I? I killed myself.
Yes, you did. And after you did kill yourself, your brother Theo took that quite hard, didn't he?
Theo, what a sweetie. He paid for everything. He let me live and just be a free bird. He was such an angel. So was his wife, Joanna. I loved them so dearly. He stayed with me after. 1 second, I'm just getting a call.
Well, yes, one's schedule does open up quite a bit after they die. Now tell me, when you were alive, your work and talent was underappreciated, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I mean, I was frustrated. I was such a talented artist, and no one saw that. I worked so hard, and I was depressed because I felt like a failure. In 10 years, I created over 900 paintings. And you know how many I sold? One bloody painting. I mean, any guy would fucking shoot himself.
So yes, I guess you did. And after you killed yourself, your brother Theo took it quite hard, didn't he?
Yes, I'm sure he did. I was dead, so I don't really know. But Theo was such a sweetie. He really was. He paid my bills so that I could be a free spirit and just work on my art. And his lovely wife, Joanna, they were just my angels. I dearly miss them. Ding-a-ling-a-ling!
Phone call. Is it still rolling?
Yeah.
it was frustrating, let me tell you that. I was such a talented artist, and no one appreciated it. I was depressed. Wouldn't you be? I mean, I worked so hard. I made 900 paintings in 10 years, and I sold one. I mean, what kind of failure is that? I was living off my brother. He paid for all my bills. What was the point of living if I had nothing to live for? So I guess I didn't handle it too well now, did I? I killed myself.
Yes, you did. And after you did kill yourself, your brother Theo took it quite hard, isn't that right?
Theo, he was such a sweetie. He paid for my bills. He bought my art supplies just so I could be such a free spirit. He was such an angel. So was his wife Joanna. Such sweethearts.
Now, had you been suffering from depression for quite some time? Your art wasn't being appreciated, and I guess you could say that it hit a breaking point, and you cut off your own ear. Now, do you regret that choice? I mean, it was your ear.
Well, it was a little irrational, I guess, looking back on it. Another artist, Gauguin.
Now, let's talk about your death. And I'm so sorry if this is difficult for you to deal with, but our viewers want to know. Why did you kill yourself?
Well, I've been in and out of asylums for quite some time. I suffered with depression. I didn't have an ear, which made me look like a freak. My work was underappreciated, and for how great it was, I felt like such a failure. Theo tried to uplift me, but it never worked. I didn't know what to do. What would you have done in my situation?
Well, not kill myself.
Well, you say that now. Look at you. You have a great job interviewing dead folks like me. I had nothing. Absolutely nothing. Everyone thought I was crazy.